Hello, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Touchline podcast. It's been a while since we came your way, and today we are coming with another banger. Yes, the Premier League is back.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
back. All the league actions across the globe is back. The La Liga is back. The League One is back. The Bundesliga is ongoing, and the most exciting league, whether you like it or not, is the Premier League. Defla.
yeah.
Wow, one.
Charlie,
The
we did.
Premier League is back.
Yeah, Charlie,
International break is
over.
over.
Yeah,
It took some entertainment out of the system, but now we have it back.
yes, yes.
Alpha, what a goal.
Um, Nothing much really. Just the excitement of the Premier League and all that stuff. All the club
Sure,
football
sure,
stuff.
sure.
Champions League round of 16 is about to start
Yeah,
this week, this coming
sure.
week. And the end of the season is getting closer and closer. Matches are going to become tough, intense, and all that. So we are looking forward to the exciting
Sure,
end
sure,
of the
sure, sure,
season.
sure, sure. All right, so guys, and before we begin, we would want you to subscribe, hit on the notification bell on Facebook, follow, like, comment, and then also share. You are doing a great job. We encourage you to do more. We appreciate whatever effort you are putting into this project, and we believe we are going a long way.
Yeah,
So back into um let's enter into the discussion.
yeah,
Obviously, when the Premier League is in session, there is the drama, there is a lot of antics from the fans, from the playing body, from the referees. You can talk of the VAR, from the officials, from the
yeah,
managers. All these things play a major role and makes the Premier League exciting. And there was no exception in the Liverpool versus the Everton game,
everything
which
game.
is the Merseyside derby, which of course, since ages has been a very tough, I think I can say it's one of the most exciting derbies in the world, if
Yeah,
I'm to be
yeah,
corrected, because every time this game comes on, I mean, it brings lots of action, it brings a lot of talk,
yeah.
and this was not an exception. What do you think about Tarkowski's tackle?
Ah, it was an intense game. I was actually surprised. The referee. Okay, if the referee didn't see that tackle as a red card, I was surprised VAR looked at that tackle over and over again, and they didn't recommend at least an on-field review for the referee because even though Tarkowski played the ball, you could see that his follow through went straight into the leg of McAllister, which could have, if his leg was planted well, it could have been a serious injury for him. And I thought, when I saw the tackle, the thing that came straight to my mind was, oh, this is a red card. And I was expecting the VAR to recommend the referee to go and check that footage and at least change his mind from the yellow card to a red card. But I was surprised when VAR checked it and they were like, okay, it's a normal tackle, it's good to go. So yeah, that's one of the problems you have with VAR in England. I don't
No,
think the problem
yeah,
is really the
okay.
VAR per se.
Before we even come to the VAR, um, I mean, we can agree that that tackle was an injury-prone tackle,
Yeah, it was a really reckless
and
tackle.
yeah, it was a reckless and a risky
Yeah,
tackle.
dangerous tackle.
And then we know that time in time, some years back before the commencement of VAR, referees were getting some decisions tough because some decisions were very hard to see, and some will happen on hindsight that
Yeah,
the normal eye cannot envisage. Um, we know the purpose of the VAR. Now, the VAR was brought to assist the referees. That is why we call it a video assistant what referee. That in cases where the referees or the officials okay, gets oversight of certain situations that need urgent attention. The VAR, which is the video assistant referee, is there to assist them. uh, we've seen some decisions that the VAR has made each and every time, controversial decisions. Do you think at some point it is a deliberate action? I'm just asking, is a deliberate action from their side to bring about conversations?
Well, I don't think it's
Because most of the times, Stefla, most of the times, this is always happening in the Premier League.
yes.
If you be honest,
That
if
that
you and
was
I
what I
will
was
be
going to
honest,
say.
yeah, if you and I will be honest, there is no league in the world that has more controversies with respect to VAR apart from the Premier League. That is why I'm asking this question, not from any point, any other point, but I feel that doing comparison on doing a comparative analysis, time in time, VAR always making decisions that will get the world talking about the league, will get the world talking about the competition, will get the world talking about all these situations. So, is it a deliberate attempt? Sometimes is it something that is being talked? That is being discussed among these top officials to generate conversations about the league.
If you from where you are coming from, I see where you are coming from, because if you look at it from at an angle, you can tell that okay, this is not going on in all the other leagues, even though there might be some controversial decisions in the other
Yeah.
leagues, one or twice or somewhere here and there. But with the Premier League, you can tell it's very consistent. It's like it keeps on happening. So at one from one angle, I can understand where people would think that okay, it's deliberate for people to discuss so that it will bring more attention and more excitement or whatever to the league. But me personally, I feel like it's not that. I think the Premier League referees are very incompetent. They are not that good. That's just the simple fact.
Yeah,
Because
this is the first time you've not said it. Like you always say that the Premier League referees are not good.
they are not good
Because
enough.
I remember back in Ghana when the World Cup was ongoing. We were like, Premier League, Omar Bounty, referee, Akupe,
Even if you
referee.
watch the Champions League and Europa leagues and all that, see the referees that referee every
Mostly,
match.
yeah,
If
mostly
if you
Italian.
if you
Yeah,
check,
Italian or Spanish.
if there is a controversial decisions in all those kind of games, mostly it's the English referees who
Yeah.
make those kind of decisions. So we can tell
Yeah,
from there that
McClattenburg. I won't shy of mentioning names. Mike Dean, McClattenburg. They've at that stage, the UEFA competitions, they've always made, these controversial decisions.
yeah, so you can
Yeah.
tell straight from that one that it's just that they are very incompetent. They are not very good. They are not very good. And that's the problem. They need, I don't know if they have to put the Italians and Spanish to learn how to referee better or something. Because look, I watch the Italian league a lot. I watch the Spanish league a lot. And even though some of the matches are intense and all that, 9 out of 10 times the referees are able to make the right calls. Like if you are talking about a very intense match, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid is a very intense match. Real Madrid versus what do you call it? Barca is a very intense match. Like some of the matches in the Spanish league are very intense, but the referees 9 out of 10 times are able to make the right decisions. So what's the excuse for the Premier League with VAR there? Like the VAR is there to help you. I'm surprised that the person sitting behind the VAR is also a referee. It's not like the person is not a referee. You're a referee and you've had the chance to see the action again. The one on the pitch didn't see it. You sitting behind the screen have been given the chance to see it again, and still you cannot make the right decision. Even let me
It's
give you
shocking.
one example. Look at the last AFCON we played. Look at how they use the
Yeah,
VAR very
I tell you.
effectively. But
Not only effectively, but quickly.
yes,
Like it's effective and
it didn't
quickly.
take a lot of time,
See,
not more than 2 minutes.
let me not even jump into another discussion. I wanted to tell you about our game. See that
Yeah,
action that happened
the
on Moise.
offside.
Moise.
Yeah,
Why should it take that 6 minutes?
6 minutes.
Not even the offside, Defla. That foul.
Oh,
Should
oh,
it take
oh, oh,
6 minutes,
oh, oh.
Defla, to make a
No, no. And you see, I was watching the match. I was watching the match. You see, that match. I was watching the match. As soon as he made that tackle, when he won the ball, I told Junior that it's a foul.
it's a foul?
Even me,
Okay, you cried that you're not on
me,
the pitch.
I
Oh.
wasn't on the pitch. I like the tackle. You could just tell from the tackle that it was a
Should
foul.
it take 6 minutes? What were they look what Defla, what else? Even a kid know what else were they looking for?
I heard that they
Like
were
six
checking
minutes.
for red card or whatever. So if you even if you want to give a red card for that, should it take that long? You just recommend, okay, I've seen this tackle like this. I think it's a dangerous tackle. Can you come and have a look on there? But you sit there analyzing before you call the referee. The referee too go and stand there checking. You don't know what they want to check. Like, what do you want to see? The thing is in front of you. You've seen it. What again? And
Uh,
then, this your people.
yeah, you know,
They are
on
just
a
not
whole,
good.
I think, yeah, I think this is what they want. That is what I think. Sometimes, as you said, you were honest that sometimes it's incompetence from the side of the referees. It is not only about generating conversations. I mean, to make the league the talk of town, but sometimes I think majority of the times it's just that they are not competent.
Yeah,
That's how I feel. That's how I also agree with you. Maybe someone on the other side would tone on the direction that maybe they want to generate more talk, they want to generate more conversation about the league. People should make noise, talk about it, like how we are doing. I
yeah,
think this is what they want sometimes, but 70% or maybe 65%, I think all boils down to incompetence. Now we believe that Liverpool has won the league,
yeah.
and in the game, was this the kind of performance you expected
Nah,
from
nah,
Liverpool,
nah.
or you felt they didn't live up to
They didn't.
expectation?
Honestly, if I think if Everton had taken their chances, they could have even won this game.
Oh, they created chances.
Yes, a lot of chances.
Wow.
They could have won the game. Honestly, Liverpool have been really shaky for the past 3 or 4 weeks since they started. I think it started with a loss somewhere in the Champions, and it came to the Champions League. Then it came to the
And I
final.
think the final,
Yes,
yeah,
and it's a trend that is really worrying. And this what pains me because right now that they are struggling, they've opened the gap between them and everybody. And even if you win and they are not playing well, you can't really
yeah.
take advantage like that. But the way they are,
And this is where you come in, and this is where you always come in and say you are mad at Ateta for not for not tracking down on these people,
yeah,
because everyone was like this year Arsenal was, because
this is our
I
year.
think now that Arsenal is speaking, yeah, even in the absence of most of your
Yeah,
attackers, you are trying to win.
yes,
Like it's not about playing all good, but you find a way to win. That is the mark of a of a trophy
yeah,
winning side. Sometimes you don't have to play good, but you have to win, and not against weaker sides or weaker opponents, but tough opponents. You are doing it. So if, I mean, within the season, we were discussing the last time about the fact that I was asking you that, are there matches this season you've played that you felt Arsenal should have like that game should these games should be done, and we were counting about almost 5 to 6 games
yeah, a
that
lot.
That's about 18 to 15 points.
Yes.
I mean, do an addition of that to your points right now because, mind you, Liverpool hasn't lost lots of games.
Yeah,
So,
they've lost just one game in the Premier League.
do you good? So imagine all those games I and you we are talking about 5 games that you should have won. That I felt that's about 15 points. If you should do the addition to your points right now, that would have been a cracker between you and Liverpool
Yeah,
this season as the season went on that people were
entering into
were
the
talking
finals
about.
at
And
this.
yeah, and I think I mean Ateta will be disgusted. He will be like, I mean,
Be
man, this was
very
an
yeah.
opportunity because yeah, and I feel because the gap between Liverpool and the others are wider. I mean, they don't really put in much effort.
Yes. Yes.
That will also be a factor. Aside from the fact that most of their players are from international break,
Yeah.
I mean, fatigue, long people are
But
traveling
they
miles,
didn't
miles ahead.
even play in the on the weekend in the FA Cup.
Oh,
So
okay.
they
Oh,
should
okay.
have been
Okay.
really
Okay.
rested
So
for
they
this
had
game.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. 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 Okay. So